Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video, and share. I think it's time to have a conversation about passability. Share this video, like this video where you can, especially a person that's passable, that feels as though they get the right to police people that are not as passable, or maybe passable, or they feel as though they could judge. Let's share the conversation. Like and share this video where you can. I created this channel for people with different support those who support you. There's a PayPal on top.
People
Remember
murder.
one thing, there are a lot of times people can't send in the truth, but you find one that does support them. Make sure they do not fall within a marginalized community as not being in existence. And you know that there are hard to find people that create a channel that cater to people who are different and stand in the truth. And the allies sit back and say, well, I have no problem with other people. Let me just stand in here to learn something and learn. No judgment.
Who support you.
I love you.
Stay in your truth.
Okay. I'm going to ask God to keep his hand on my mouth. And I want y'all to pray for me in this video. Because I want to be fair. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to say anything as far as malice or misunderstanding. Like this video and share this video where you can. When I say passable, I mean a girl that's basically blended in. She doesn't look nothing about her look trans or a transgender two-spirit. She looks like a genetic female cisgender woman. Pray for me I use my words correctly, because I'm not here to offend. But when I say passability, she polices everyone because she doesn't quite go through the systematic trails of the girl that's not as passable like myself. She's lived in basically a cisgender world, living cisgender ways, and not really going through the trials and tribulations of a girl that's not as passable or a girl that's not passable at all. Passability or non-passable is something that the trans women, my personal opinion, has created to separate us. And kind of like the colorism between the light skins and the dark skins. We know we have to be a part of that because we have to celebrate tearing down each other as well. We just have to be a part of something. We can't create unity. We have to try to find ways to blend in the cisgender world and create a negative thing when it comes to separation against ourselves. Not me, but I understand there are girls like that, which I call passable. And not by means, I mean all girls, because some reason people can misconstrue and say, well, you said passable girls are not passable. If it applies to you, it applies to you. And if it don't, then it don't apply to you. But the problem I have is a passable girl who starts dictating what she feels as though a trans woman, a gay man, or a drag queen should do. And she feels as though they shouldn't stand in her under her umbrella of passability or being called a trans woman. Now, devil's advocate, a cisgender woman can say the same thing about a trans woman. But we seem to forgot that part because we're too busy policing because we've got the passability mark. And we're forgetting what you were or what you are. And you start to become less compassionate with your counterpart sisters who may be not on your level. Now, I saw a video on Facebook, and I'm sure many of you have, and I'm definitely relating to it. And I don't want to offend, but I kept seeing this video. And my thing is, I didn't want to see it. I'm like this. If something can hit me three times, like, I don't want to see this video. I really don't care. But something kept 3 times it hit me. Okay, fine. I'm going to listen to it. So I didn't listen to the whole thing because I became too angry by what the person was expressing. Now, the storyline went out as, if you are a drag queen and after performing, you should change back into being a cisgender man. And you should not parade yourself as a transgender woman. You have to stand in your truth of being who you are, and you're not a trans woman, and you should not represent yourself as a trans woman. This is my problem. When you start policing people on how they should live, is when you become lost within your transition. Because you have recreated this whole facade in your mind that you have the right to dictate someone else's life, but in the same breath, you don't want no one to dictate your life. So if a person who does drag and dresses up in drag and wears a prosthetic outfit and stuff like that, and whether she takes it off or not, that is her business. Well, she doesn't belong under our umbrella. What umbrella? Umbrella of what? That is a girl, you a girl. At the end of the day, what makes her different? Well, she's not taking hormones. That hormones don't make a woman a woman. Prosthetic body don't make a woman a woman. If a woman can't have a baby, does that not make her a woman anymore? This is the problem I'm having with passability policing. You've gotten so lost in your passability, that you've become so inferior of the other girls. And in the same breath, there are gay men out here that act just like females. And the same man that's having sex with you is having sex with them. But oh, the men that mess with will never mess with them. You think he's going to tell you? I have a news flash for you. Some men don't tell the truth. Surprise! And I know some women don't share the truth, but at the end of the day, we're talking about men right about now. I'm asking the Lord to touch me because I want to make sure I want to represent this conversation as respectable as possible. But it makes me very upset and it bothers my spirit when I see another two-spirit woman attack another person when you have to understand you are two-spirit. And in the eyes of many people, you are a man. Let's start there. You may say I'm a two-spirit woman. They see you as a man. When your girlfriends who are two-spirit says, well, girl, who is that? Or that's another man. So she's outing you as a man, and the same was you coming for that does the same thing you do, got the body work, taking hormones. She's calling you a man. So at the end of the day, before you judge another girl, maybe you should sit back and say, you know what? That's her life. That's her story. I can respect that. It has nothing to do with me. If that's what she lives as, then that's her. But when you become to a point that you're a passability and you feel as you have the right because you're in the ballroom, you get tense across the board, you got seniority, I'm fabulous, I'm this, I'm that. And you're really not. You may have a much more better life, and then you may not have a much more better life. Only God could judge us. It doesn't live up to you. You don't know how God created that girl. You don't know that God created anyone and the purpose that they are here for you to dictate how she should be living her life. We live up underneath this umbrella. You should not be there. Kind of sound like when the blacks can only drink a sun water fountain and the whites can only drink at a water fountain. This is what you're doing because you gotten too lost in your passability. You've become so numb to whom you are that you feel as though you can sit on a platform and just say, well, this is how I feel, and I'm entitled to my opinion. Well, this is how I feel, and I'm entitled to my opinion. Every girl that's passable gets spooked at once upon a time in her life. Every girl that's passable has a good day, and sometimes a bad day, times in life. But the problem I'm having is when you start policing girls. When you police another girl, oh, she's too tall, or she's too this, and she's too that, and you're a two-spirit woman, there are cisgender people saying the same thing about you. Some girls think they're so passable that some people, you feel as though nobody can spook you. But there's always somebody that can clock your spot. That's why it's so important as two-spirit women, we stick together and lift each other up and stop trying to find somebody else that may have be on the platform you are on or may not be as passable you are or may in your mind think you are, that you can sit back and judge another girl's. Because that's when you lost who you are. Because now you're policing your sisters. Well, she's not my sister. She shouldn't call herself a trans woman. I'm a trans woman. I live like this 24 hours a day, and I'm this way, and she could take it all off and return to being a boy. And so could you. So could you. You could take everything off and turn a boy too. See, the thing about it is that you keep forgetting about what you are and how you were started. You can't be transgender. You can't be two-spirited unless the man came first. Don't forget him when he was there to help create you. Now, I know, oh, I was never a man. Well, your body says a little something different. So before you start policing another girl, remember how you started. Have a lot more empathy with the next girl. Whether she decides to transition or she don't. Whether she's going to do drag or she don't. Whether she want to do is none of your business. My personal opinion. I feel as though when it comes to a lot of times you girls being passable, and I do not mean all, y'all forget. Y'all start talking like as if y'all are cisgender women. Oh, well, the girls do this. Oh, girl, the girls are that. Oh, girl, you know the girls. But you're part of the girls. And then you pick the days you want to be with the girls, and then you pick the days you don't. There are gay men out here that are having sex with the same men that we're having sex with their femme. They act just like full-blown females. The only difference is, why are they having our men and they didn't have to do nothing? Let's start there. They didn't have to do nothing. They can take a hormone. They ain't got to dress up. They ain't got to put on no makeup. They ain't got to do nothing. And they're pulling our men. Because you know why? They ain't ours. They're just men. So you can't police anyone. A drag queen is, once the performance is over, you take it off. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? You know, it saddens me on so many levels, and I wouldn't even be doing this video because at the end of the day, personal opinion, I really could care less how y'all think on so many levels. I've been disappointed so much to the point where I become less present on my own channel that I built up so strongly and trying to fight for my sister, stuff like that. The same ones I fought for is the same ones that's come after me. And I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Let me see. A lot of times y'all become passable or are passable. Y'all trick men. You trick them. And I sit back and I do these stories about the girls being murdered and stuff. And by no means I'm saying all girls got murdered because of that. Because it's too many ways. Every girl was different. Every situation was different. So to misconstrue my words. But sometimes y'all feel as though y'all's passable. Y'all trick men and men went along with it anyway. So y'all like, girl, I don't even gotta tell them. Because I usually get them anyway. But it's really weird when y'all said it. Because a lot of y'all girls who said them things, I've watched y'all be murdered. See, the one thing I don't think y'all realize is that you are in a discriminating, you're also in a area where people are not empathetic or synthetic or, I'm looking for a word, empathize with what we're going through. We're marginalized. Stop making someone else's story about you. And then some guys say, well, baby, we can say the same thing about you, making this about passability. First of all, when it comes to me, I never once said I was passable. And no, not need to be passable. I don't walk around trying to be passable. I walk around trying to be Raven. And a lot of girls like me who is tall, who are unbothered, who can hang with anybody and don't care. We have a good time. We accept our sisters the way they are, whether they're in drag, whether they're not, whether they act like a girl, whether they don't. Because you know why? We don't care. We see our sisters as the spirit that lies from within their heart. While you passable ones, and I know I mean everyone, y'all sit like want to judge. Well, let me sit up here and just want to make a few things straight. I'm going to say a few things that the girls are not saying, but want to say. But at the end of the day, you were born in the body of a man. So let's start there. You can't be trans without one or the other. And other than that, you would just be a cisgender woman. That's just my opinion. I never heard of a trans woman or a trans man not without the other. You want to get rid of one, I get that part. I understand you may not even want to bring it with you. I get that part. I get it. But at the end of the day, before you pick up that dagger to throw it at the girl that's just like you, think twice. Well, she's just not like me. She can take her outfit off and she becomes back to being a man and stuff like that. That's her prerogative. That's her prerogative. Well, she be outing us, so do your sisters. You know, many times I've had conversations with girls that's laughed at y'all being murdered. I'm like, are you serious, right? I watch trans women, full-blown trans women, titties and everything, talk about, girl, she needed to die. It was her time to go. She needed to die. I watch it. I listen to it. I sit in shock. I said, well, my goodness, if y'all said it about her, then what y'all can say about me if my time comes, my untimely death. My message to the madness is stop policing your sisters. Sure, she may not be as passable. Sure, she may not be as beautiful. Sure, she may not be privileged. Sure, she may not have a lot of things that you have. But why be another person add on to putting her down to? Why can't you pull her to you and say, you know what, that's my sister. I don't care. Whether she took a hormone or she never took a hormone. Whether she wear prosthetic or she never wears prosthetic. Because you know what? That's my sister. For her to sit up there and put on makeup or anything she possibly do, that's my sister. I don't care. Why you gotta be that girl to go after her too? See, this is the thing I have a problem with within me and myself, and I do a lot of prayer and meditation state to myself, because I don't like how y'all move. And a lot of young ones, I cannot get in y'all head because y'all know everything. And even the older ones, y'all seem to know everything. And the sad part about it is, as long as the message is not going out the right way, there's going to be a lot more killing. There's going to be a lot more murdering. And there's going to be a lot more girls being dead. There's going to be a lot more girls that are trans that are happy that the girls are dead. What trans lives matter? Let me tell y'all something about that. Y'all want to keep blaming on being trans. It's not about being trans. It's about being a woman. You're now living what females been going through. Y'all don't like it though. Y'all don't want to be told that you're living as a woman now. They've been killing cisgender women. They've been beating cisgender women. They've been raping cisgender women. They've been doing this to them. But now your turn is like, oh, this killers because they're trans. No, they kill you because you're a woman. You never know nobody going through till you walk in their shoes. Now you walk in their shoes. Oh, it's because I'm trans. No, because you're a woman. You looked at this weekend. You look at this rape. They feel as though they could do the things because they do it to cisgender women. Now you're getting a full dose of what it's like to be a woman. You thought it was all about beauty and makeup and hair. It's a lot comes with that body. It's a lot comes with that face. It's a lot comes with that hair and lashes. It's a lot comes with that beauty. But y'all don't want to hear that part though. Y'all just want to say, well, it's because I'm trans. No, honey, it's because you're a woman. So every time you see a cisgender woman, you understand what she's going through. No, we don't know everything she's going through because that's her story. Every woman is different, just like your story is different. But now you want to add on the fact that you want to jump on and shoot another girl down too. And I just think it's so sad. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. And my message is not to offend anyone, but it just gets me very annoyed and upset when I look at someone who is a part of me and not like me, that feel as though they have the right to get on their platform and say, well, you shouldn't do this because you're not really a trans woman. You're not a woman. You should be wearing our outfits. It's like wearing blackface. But in the same breath, if that message got to that girl was going through something, maybe she dressed up. Maybe she couldn't go out and do all the way to 10 like you. Maybe she went home that night and thought about what you said and you hurt her. Maybe that night she went and said, you know what? The gay community don't accept me. The trans community don't accept me. The drag community, and I'm going to take a pill. I'm leaving this world. Your message help her take a pill to leave this world or kill herself. And for what? To prove a point of passability? So when she gets that, she's dead. She said, you know, the girls got to be more stronger. But your message was the one that helped kill her. Will you be empathy? Oh, please don't tell me you're going to say I'm sorry. Oh, please don't tell me that I'm sorry. That's like running somebody over with a car and kill them, go, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, they don't hit you now. You did what you needed to do. But then when your turn comes, listen, everybody. No, 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 no. No, 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 we don't hear that. We heard what you said before she committed suicide. We don't want to hear what you got to say after. I don't understand in 1,000 years. How y'all can sit back and go after your own, or after anyone, but I'm going to say one of your own, whether she's in drag, whether she's trans, whether she's not, whether the case may be. It is none of your business to police that girl. It's not. Well, I have my opinion. Yeah, you do. And I have mine too. And like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, until you live with your sisters with the love that you want everybody to give you, stop judging her. Because there's somebody judging you. And at the end of the day, cis women can feel the same way about you using the bathroom with them. Cis women can feel the same way about you wearing clothes. Cis women can use the same tactic on you. And then now, oh, they just hate us because of... But look what you did. It's amazing how we live in a hypocrite world. This world is so much of a hypocrite. You have no right to judge anyone. But then you want these accolades. Oh, we need to try to get more trans visibility. We need to try to get more cis. We need to try to get more this one. But at the end of the day, you go after one of your own. And I understand, by being a black person, I understand it's hard to get us to sit together, because at the end of the day, we good for one thing, and that's killing our own. But I thought as a two-spirit woman, we would do much more better, because simple fact of the matter is that we're all the way at the bottom, trying to pull our way up to the top. And at the end of the day, you never know who you have to grab on to get to the top. Anyway, I just wanted to say this part. I said my piece. And y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can comment below how you feel about this. And like I said before, I got the video. I saw it on Facebook. Some of y'all gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. And I really don't care. No, I don't believe anybody needs to talk about anybody. And just because she does drag, or just because he decided not to wear makeup, take hormones of it, does not make this person less of a woman. It's a spirit. It's a spirit. Who am I to judge? Who are you to judge? And my sisters who is like me, not passable, I love you. Let me tell you why. Y'all are the leaders, in my opinion, to everything. Because let me tell you something. Y'all don't try to be passable. Y'all just try to be happy. Y'all actually encourage a lot of girls who are not passable to keep transitioning, keep moving on. Y'all also encourage a lot of females who feel as well, damn, she out here doing it, she got a blonde hair, she don't even care. You encourage her. We encourage them. We show them, yeah, y'all can say what y'all want, but we won't be stopped. We still encourage them. We 6 feet and over. We still encourage you. We don't care. We unbothered. We don't care. Because what we do, we save lives. While other ones sit around being passable, blending in, not letting anybody know what they are because they want to be insistent in the world, we let them know, hey, we here. We leaders. We stand out. We're saving lives. We're showing you it's okay. Watch us. And watch how we handle it. Anyway, and that's just my opinion as well. But I want to say this as far as you passable privileges, ones who sit back and try to police other girls who's not on your level that you think in your mind. Remember one thing. Cisgender women always going to be above you. Some people say, well, I don't feel as though they're above me. Honey, believe. You're stepping into those areas of womanhood. And before you can go into womanhood, remember the womanhood you was in first. I was never in a man where your body can say something totally different. Deal with that first. Well, I got it cut off. Well, it's still... And before I go to the left, I just want to say my piece. I don't want to see no more videos. Don't send me no videos about nobody talking about some passive, but don't send me no videos about no girls shooting at another girl. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I get over it quick. And the only reason why I'm making this video because I'm sick of it. And for my girls who does drag, who is a femme guy, who acts like a girl, a femme girl, guy who acts like a girl, whatever, because do you, boo. If it makes you happy, you like it, I love it. If you want to be in drag and then want to walk around and drag and then take it all off and dress as a boy and act, do it. Do it. If it makes you happy, if you like it, I love it. If you sit back and don't want to, if you want to be a boy to walk around with makeup on, full to the knot, do it. Because you like it, I love it. Because you are nothing but a piece of me. And you let me know, boo, look, here go part of me. Here go part of me. I love all the limbs that y'all are a part of me. I love all of it because y'all let me know y'all out here with me. I'm not going to sit back and throw daggers at you and shoot you down. Y'all let me know, boo, we all here together. We all come many ways, but we right here with you, boo, and I love y'all. And y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Whether you in drag, whether you femme, whether you want to wear makeup, whether you don't want to make up, whether you want to look dressed up like a boy and wear a wig, whatever you want to do, you let me know, boo, I'm here with you. I see you as blood of my heart that's bleeding through me to you. So you let me know that I'm not here alone. So while Miss Pretty Passable want to sit back and point fingers, y'all know y'all sister got you here. Anyway, I just wanted to share this video with you and let you know I love you. Y'all can comment below, share this video where you can. Let you know I love you. And thank you for watching. Catch the rain.